All right, so here's what we got so far. I've installed the cam and the crank and the main bearings and the main caps, and it says 70 foot-pounds in sequence is going to be your torque spec. So what I usually do is I'll just kind of snug them down. You know, you go like this in a pattern, kind of a stair-step pattern, and then, you know, you go through. I did like 10 newton meters, or 10 foot-pounds, sorry, 30 foot-pounds, and then I done a final pass 70 foot-pounds, and it rolls right in there like that, so it's not bad. But I got the cam in time. It's not too hard. You just slip it in there, and this will all right. So I gotta get these main caps. I've got to get torqued down. I'm pretty sure they're probably standard. This old crap, it's always standard. Yeah, this'll work. This'll work. Get it done. Won't we, YouTube? We'll get it done. Yep. Just kind of tighten it down by hand. It says these get, oh geez, 32 newton meters, I think. Not 100% sure. 2.5 liter engine, 32 foot-pounds, 43 newton meters. So don't mess that up. That could be bad. I broke my 1/2 inch to 3/8 drive. The other one anyways. Still got this one. No, this is not gonna mess up my torque. Let's see, 32 foot-pounds. Jesus. Gear wrench. Good stuff. It just takes forever. Let's see. Give them about half and go back to them and give them the whole. These gear wrenches, they like to scream at you way before. Start screaming at me at 28 foot-pounds, and I gotta go at 32. Recheck it. Make sure it's still good. There we are. 32. take this thing and flip it back over. Show you the process for dropping in a piston. It's not too hard. We're still recording? Yeah, we're still going. Okay. I got a new GoPro just for this stuff, and it's kind of hard to tell where everything's at, but this will give everybody a pretty good idea what's going on. Take your thing, flip the engine back over. Come on now. There we go. No, it's not going anywhere. I just like to take me a little bit of dinosaur juice and dip it in there. Give her the old swirl. That way, that, like I said, if you go in there dry with it, oh, she might just slap you. Number 2, I think, is this one. Like I said before, you want to take and dunk this. He had, okay, yeah, this is number 2. Make sure your rings opposite of one another. Do not want these rings. Well, this one can be here and this other one can be there, and that's fine. Just take this thing, dunk it all in there. Make sure you get your wrist pin in there too. You don't want to just you don't want to miss the wrist pin. If you do not see these, I had them in the machine shop. They had to take the rods off of the old piston heads because I bored it 40 over. So I got 40 over piston tops. But the rods, these are a press in. So they heat them up nice and hot and then press the old ones out, and they press a new pin or a new wrist pin into the new piston head. You got to get it real hot for that. And they do not lubricate them after they do that because they're so hot. They just melt it off anyways. Doesn't make any sense to just lubricate it after you've had it on fire. Oh shit. Oh shit. Make sure you take your cap off, because if you don't, you might hurt something. The longest part about this is the preparation of all this stuff. Just take and lightly set it in there. I'll set it on its side and it'll sit there like that. Get your squeezer, open her up because she's a big boy. Really get her out there. And then you take your ratchet, tighten her down. Now for the final touch. You just take, like I said, take your rubber mallet, Make sure you got it nice and even. And the slot in the top of the piston goes towards the front. Just taking you. Well. Something ain't right here. Hang on. Let's back up. Something does not feel like it's going in good. Maybe I got this thing too tight. There we go. Okay, it should be fine. I don't know why it's having such a conniption. Yeah, my thing was too tight. See, if you get a hard spot like that, usually means you need to stop. Because like me, you've got a ring that's come out of its home. Oh, shiska biscuit. And then restart. Earlier I had to really get on this thing to see, that time you could tell it went in because it kept going. Bet I know what's going on here. Hey, you're on your crank. Might want to go ahead and rotate that thing down around a little bit. Get that one on the bottom. That way you can keep going. Ta-da! That's how your pistons go in. Now just repeat this for the next two. Okay. All right. So I got all my pistons in and torqued down like I showed you. You just do the next ones same way as you did the first ones. Next oil pump needs to go in, torque it down, of course. Then your oil pan and your front cover. Now I believe this front cover needs to go on first. That way you can set your glue and your cracks or whatever it needs to do. They sent me some kind of funky gasket for for this thing. I don't like it. It's not. It just doesn't seem right. This thing's got bolt holes, and there are no bolt holes in this thing. It's got weird tabs on it too. I don't even know what they are. So this thing was glued on before. It's getting glue again. Just gotta make sure all your gaskets are in the right spots and put it down where it goes. And I feel like I'm missing something. I really do feel like there was something else. This is not it. Water pump. I don't know what that is. Is that the water pump? No, that's for a different style. Don't know what that is. Carbureted maybe. Other stuff. That. I think that's it. I think that's all my gaskets, which kind of sucks. The one they sent don't seem right. So we're gonna go with glue because the old one's a turd. Okay, that should be good on glue. Well, extra glue never hurt nothing. All right, glue all your stuff down. This is the part that concerns me the most. This weird rear oil pan gasket. It's really messing with me because I don't know about it. Should be fine, right? It'll be just fine. And slap your oil pan on. Try not to stick your fingers in the glue when you do this, or knock your gaskets off. Yeah, that good mess, because then you will have problems. See, this rear gasket just But that's supposed to be glued back there too. Yep. Take it off, try again. We'll add some more glue. Glue, baby glue. Good Lord. Gudung, 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 gudung. All right, try this again. Okay. Oh, Lord. Oop. Excuse me. It's probably the most crappy part about this thing. Trying to get your gasket in place. Oh, yeah, that's right. That one didn't have a hole, did it?
Oh.
Good stuff.
You have to punch it through.
Maybe, I don't know. Weird. Never seen one that just had a missing hole. I think I got enough glue back here. Never seen a motor that needed so much glue.
The front was lifted too.
Yeah.
I mean, technically back, I guess.
That ought to do it. Make sure everything went where it was supposed to. Looks pretty good. Go around, tighten up your bolts. Make sure everything is good and snug. You start to see that cork gasket push out a little. That's all you want to give it. Oh, that's good. Looks pretty good. And the next part is going to be your lifters and the other top side stuff. Flip it back over. Give it the juice. Don't worry, we'll clean that off good once we get all this other stuff in here. Lifters. These have been soaking good for about 2 weeks, so I think they'll be all right. Just set them up here. And we want to stick them in one at a time. If I'm not mistaken, these are directional. Maybe. No, you just stick them in. Oh, that they are directional as far as the way the roller goes. It should go, the wheel should run like this. So, don't screw that up. You'll have a bad day. No more motor. You need new motor. When I took the old ones out, they did not want to come out. But I think, man, I don't think I showed the teardown on this. Should have, but it was pretty nasty. Anybody would have thought that thing will never survive, but just take it to your machine shop, let them deal with it. They can tell you if it's savable. Look how nice. Fantastic. I got shit all over me. It's slimy. Okay. Should probably wipe off all this excess oil. Since we are going to paint it. Excuse me. Oh! About that.
You see your last flash before you're out.
I did. It was flashing all right.
You've got your 7 seconds for over.
My 7 seconds. Is that all I get?
You want a flashback? Yeah.
Jeez. I'd be pissed. That's all I get.
I think it's actually 7 minutes, but close enough to 7 seconds.
Ain't close enough to shit. Used to be way longer than that. Put all your lifter guides in. And the hold 'em downs. They'll go right like that. And they get bolts, which I'll get here in a sec. And stupid things. I think, yeah. Yeah, okay. Now just keep your lifters from spinning like that. They gotta stay one direction or you'll have a lot of crap going on. Go. That's how it should look. Oh no, I might have you guys pointing at the ground. There you go. Yeah, that's how it should look. Gonna have the plate next, the gasket. Good old cork. Who don't love some cork? After you tighten those down, make sure you tighten this shit down. Ugh. Get ahead of yourself like me and don't tighten it down. It'll just fall out. I think torque spec's like 10 newton meters. I just go through and give them a good snugging. You don't want to get too much on them. They're little tiny bolts, so they'll break in a hurry. Stick your gasket on. Should fit on there pretty good, like so. Make sure all your corners are in. What are these other nuts for? Do you know?
They don't always come with extras.
I mean, yeah, you always got extras. Any good mechanic's got extras. If you know what you're doing. Is it raining? It is. Nice little sprinkle.
Just started. Now it's done.
It's done. Decided it was just gonna be a little. He didn't say it was supposed to rain today.
Yeah, from 2 to 4.
Ooh. I really feel like I'm missing something here. What's the deal? What am I missing? Oh yeah, these brackets go on there. We'll worry about that in a minute. I'm worried about that right now. I figured it out.
Where you're missing?
Yeah.
Those pieces.
What I was missing? Those brackets that go underneath this side. Don't go too hard on this because it's bendy. I'm not liking this cork gasket. Hmm?
Got grease on my face.
Nice.
Oh, well, it was bound to happen.
You know, I really am missing something though. I just figured it out. I am missing something. I just remembered. Got some gaskets in here. Not that one.
Not that one.
Not that one. Just these. These go behind these nuts. Keeps the hose from leaking. You could just put glue on them, but I don't like glue.
I wondered if you were going to glue them since you don't like the glue.
I prefer not to, if I can get away from it. It's just not healthy. Oops. All right, not bad. Okay. Now we need to prep our head surface. Go ahead and throw our head on. Head torque. You don't like being in my videos? Only a little. So this is just some of the work that I gotten finished so far. Sorry I didn't show you how exactly to do the head and stuff. It's not really complicated. You just start in the center and work your way out. And they get 18 foot-pounds, 26 foot-pounds, except this one. This bolt here does not get 26 foot-pounds. You keep it at 18, and then you do 90 degrees on all of them. And then I put on my valve cover and gasket, and I taped everything off, and I went ahead and I painted this thing with some 2000 degree high temp paint, just black. It was pretty good stuff. It seemed to have good reviews. But yeah, that's about it. She's almost there. Tomorrow is a new day. We'll get her done.